levy. What we also saw in the MyEve vote was an attack on our pensioners. But I guess we shouldn't be surprised, because we had the minister responsible for this area stand up in question time and say the solution to the deeming rates for pensioners, because they're so low, is for them to go out and get a job. So they're now saying to people over the age of 70, over the age of 65, the reason why we're not going to look at what your pension is because we think you should go out there and get a job, and that's the role of government. They've worked hard enough. It's time that they get a chance to enjoy their retirement. It's already hard for people to keep working to the age of 70, particularly in industries which are labour and labour-intensive industries, whether it be carpentry, whether it be being a nurse, any job that involves physical movement. It is very hard to do to the age of 70. It's not like being a politician or working at a desk. Not to mention, it's an equity issue. They've worked hard. They deserve respect in retirement. But what we've seen from this government is not only are they not doing anything in relation to deeming rates, they've also continued their pursuit to ditch the energy supplement. At a time when gas and energy prices are spiralling high, continue to go high, this government wants to ditch the energy supplement, which will leave pensioners $366 a year worse off. They also still want to increase the pension age to 70. It demonstrates again how out of touch they are with older Australians. Energy prices, despite all of the guarantees of the government, all they've guaranteed is high prices. That's all this government has guaranteed. I met with some pensioners in my electorate during winter. They brought their winter bills in to talk about how they'd gone up. Let's just remember the rhetoric of this government when they were in opposition. All they're ranting about debt and deficit, all they're ranting about the carbon tax, all their promises of $550 back in your back pocket, all their promises to get debt under control, well, they've failed on two of their key election campaigns. The pensioners that I met with, they didn't have an extra $550 in their back pocket because of this government. No. Many of them were saying we're actually paying more than we ever have for our energy bills, and they continue to go up. I've mentioned the push to the pension age of 70. Again, demonstrates that they have a very little understanding of what kind of jobs that people can do until they're 70. If people want to work until they're 70, we should encourage them, but we shouldn't make it mandatory. It's hard to be a plumber, it's hard to be a carpenter, it's hard to be a nurse, it's hard to be a cleaner until you're 70. We should show older Australians respect and support them.